Hello, I'm Marina Santos and welcome to Get to Know Ashland, the show that gives you information and details about all service offered by Ashland University. Today, we're going to talk about one of the most famous assets here at the university, the Convocational Center, better known as Convo. So let's get started. On today's show, we're going to explore Ashland University's dining service. We're going to talk about the history, the environment, and of course, the food. We also have a special guest coming in to talk to us about Convo, and that will be one feature you will not want to miss. When Ashland University was created, the first dining hall offered here on campus was very small. It was basically like a normal-sized kitchen that we see today at a house. The dining hall was located in what looks like a big living room with wooden tables and chairs that were arranged in a pattern. The second dining hall on campus was located in Jacobs Hall, which today is an all-male residence hall. The dining hall in Jacobs was bigger than the first dining hall, and it could fit more students. As you can see, there are more tables and space in Jacobs, and it looks more like a dining hall instead of a house. The third dining hall on campus was Redwood, and it was built for that specific reason. Redwood is much bigger than the previous dining hall, and it could fit around 300 people at that time. There was a main dining area where students sat down to eat, and there was another small section where students waited online to choose their food, which was only one or two choices. The fourth and last dining hall that was built on campus was the Convocational Center. Convo was built in the 1970s with the purpose of increasing capacity. It introduced the daily special, the dessert bar, and the salad bar, which gave students many choices of what to eat. After a few years, they increased the size of the building, and today, Convo can fit around 800 people. Special chefs who work at Convo come with the standard menu and the themes for the dining hall. Every year, the menu is updated based on what didn't work, what is new in the market, and what students are looking for. Convo has received many awards from the National Association of College and University Food Service for being one of the top dining programs in the country. The most important and recognized award that Convo received was the Grand Prize Award for Residence Hall Dining Standard Menu in 2002, where Ashland University Convocational Center was considered the best dining service in the United States for all divisions. Wow, that's a lot of awards to brag about and to be proud of. In the future, if there are enough funds, the Convo director would like to transform the fishbowl into a place where students could work. They would like to tear down the salad and hot bar to create more seatings for students and move it to around of the outside of the fishbowl. The Convo director would also like Convo to have its own bakery where they could make bagels and other sorts of bread. Well, we are going to take a quick break, but we'll be right back with Get to Know Ashland Convo Edition. Also, our special guest is coming in to talk to us after the break, so stay tuned.
Every day, someone is being bullied, and every day, someone else is a bully. It can happen anywhere at any time, and it has become one of your child's greatest fears. There is no profile of a bully. Bullies come in all shapes and sizes, and so do the people they bully. Having a daily conversation with your child and staying in touch may be the key to bully prevention. Find out how you can help by calling for free information. Make time to listen, take time to talk about bullying.
It's easy to tell if you've had way too many. But what if you've had just one too many? Buzz driving is drunk driving.
We have seen the faces of suffering in Sudan, in Darfur. Hundreds of thousands killed, more than 2 million people torn from their homes, exiles in their own country. forced into camps of hunger and isolation. But we have seen the strength of a mother's hands. We have seen the hope in a child's face. Catholic Relief Services is on the ground, in the camps, providing the basics of life: food, water, shelter. The need is urgent. The choice we face is simple: watch as another chapter of tragedy is added to human history, or act now to stop the dying and keep alive the promise of a better future. Millions of Sudanese still wait for their stories to end with hope. That hope begins with you. Find out how you can help at helpcrs.org/Darfur.
Our children want to know everything about the world around them. And yet sometimes what they discover makes them feel vulnerable and insecure. In times like these, they need the comfort of an adult, the honesty of parents, and playtime to help them deal with their feelings and fears. Time that will literally heal their hearts. The gift of imagination allows children to see a better world. Playtime allows them a chance to practice creating it. Don't underestimate the power of play.
Welcome back to Get to Know Ashland Convo Edition. We have a special guest who is here to talk to us. Please welcome Fred Geib, the director of Convo. Well, Mr. Geib, thank you so much for coming to our show. It's a pleasure having you here. First, how long have you been working at Convo, and what does your position entail?
I've been at Ashland University for 16 years. I started out in the catering department, primarily working as a chef and then production manager. Then I moved over to the student dining hall where I oversee the student dining program currently.
Nice. And why do you think Convo has been so successful in the past years?
Probably the biggest things that made us successful is our quality selection, and then our cook-to-order stations like the pizza, pasta deli, that really allows us to personalize each individual meal for the students.
Well, we have interviewed some students at Convo, and we asked them some questions about the dining service. So let's take a look at what they had to say.
Hi, I'm Laura Roberts with Getting to Know Ashland, the Convo edition. Today we are going to go inside Convo and talk to some of Ashland University students to find out how they feel about AU dining services and Convo. All right, I'm sitting here with freshman Molly Livingood and sophomore Molly Fradiani. How are you girls?
Good. Fabulous.
Great. All right, so Molly Fradiani, did you partake in Trailers Tuesday last February?
Yes, I did.
And how did that work out for you?
I thought it was really great because we definitely saved a lot of money, and it has been proven that not only will we take up less area in landfills and it'll be better for the environment, we're also using less liquid waste, but it's also going to save us upwards around $70,000 a year if we just did it 2 days a week.
I'm sitting here with senior Ken Pulaski. Ken, how are you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I am remarkable. Now, Ken, how many times a day do you eat in Convo?
Just once.
Just once a day? Why is that?
Well, I have it's the commuter or the senior apartment meal plan, but I'm living in the senior house, so that's why I have that one. It works out to be 5 meals a week, so I eat here usually for lunch.
So did you have the commuter meal plan last year?
No, when I commuted, I didn't have the meal plan. I would usually just either pack something or bring something from the Eagle's Nest.
So are you excited that you get to eat in Convo now?
Oh yeah, I get to hang out with everybody. What's wrong with that, right?
That's awesome. Now, do you have a favorite station here?
Usually if there isn't anything like good or special, like I just revert back to the pasta bar and usually just mix it up there. So.
All right, now Ken, you're graduating in May.
Yeah.
Are you gonna miss Convo as much as you missed me?
I don't think I can miss anything as much as you.
I'd agree, but you will miss Convo.
Yeah, I will.
All right, that was Ken Pulaski. Thank you very much, Ken.
Thank you, Laura.
All right, so there you have it. We just went inside Convo, talked to some of the students. saw how they felt about AU dining services, Convo, and also if they participated in Trailless Tuesday last year. So we got a lot of great insight from them and a lot of interesting things to hear. I'm Laura Roberts for Getting to Know Ashland, the Convo edition. We'll send it back to the studio with Marina.
All right, thank you, Laura, for the interesting insight from students here at Ashland University. Now, we're back here with Fred Geib, who's the director of Convo. So, Mr. Geib, tell me, how do you keep Convo fresh with new ideas?
We have quite a few qualified and trained chefs on staff that do a lot of the menu design. We also look at a lot of magazine articles and trade magazines. We also just, by going out, eating at different restaurants, seeing what's new and what's happening in the industry.
That's nice. And early this year, they changed the closing time of Convo to 7:30 p.m. instead of 7 o'clock. But this time was changed back to 7 o'clock like it was in the past years. Was this a result of budget cuts?
This actually had nothing to do with the budget cuts. The intent was to provide additional service to the students, being open until 7:30, but didn't seem to be there. We were only serving anywhere between 20 and 50 students during the evening, and it just was not worth the monies to pay the employees and stay open that extra half hour, so we reverted back to the 7 o'clock shift.
Okay, and who is the person who makes that decision to change the time? Is that a certain person, or is just...
That was decided by Cabinet this year.
Okay, and will this eventually help Convo financially?
There will be a savings associated with that.
Okay, and now I have to ask you, what is your favorite food at Convo?
Steak nights and burger days are probably my favorite.
Okay, and how many students work at, how many people work at Convo right now?
We have about 40 full-time, 30 part-time, and about 70 to 75 student employees that work for us.
Why doesn't the dining service allow students to use their cards to let other people in, such as their parents, their family, their friends?
The meal plans are designed and specifically around the dining hall menu and the extra activities that we offer in there. We don't allow students to take the extra swipes because it allows us to provide some of the quality things that we have in the dining hall, like the steak nights, shrimp nights, crab, the specials that we offer. So we use those monies that were saved by not allowing students to use those extra meals to offer some other things in the dining hall.
I've been to many college campuses, and there's no dining hall that compares to Convo here, so that's true. Who came up with the idea to have a late night breakfast for students during finals week?
That's been going on for quite a while, even before I even got here. So in my 16 years, that's been happening with Res Life, and it's a fun event, and students seem to enjoy it, and we usually serve about 1,000 students during that time frame.
Okay, well, thank you so much for coming to our show. It was a pleasure having you, and I wish you and Convo all the success. That's all we have for you today. I hope you enjoyed the show and learned a lot of information about Convo. Now, if you excuse me, I'm very hungry, so I'm gonna go to Convo and grab a bite to eat. Have a great day.